Come here, Cabbage. Don't be trying to get away from me. You're not gonna do it. Now I got you. And corned beef. Boy, man. How y'all are? I'm glad for you to see me, I guarantee. And today we're gonna cook corned beef and cabbage and some anasasa beans that we get out of Colorado. And they're very good, and I've got to turn the fire on under this juice we got to put on it. I think that's the one.
Hey y'all, today we're going to learn a few good cooking skills from a legend, Mr. Justin Wilson. So here we go, y'all. Sit back and enjoy. You ain't seen cooking like this, I guarantee.
First of all, we're gonna cook cabbage. I love cabbage. I love corned beef. I love food. There ain't no two ways about that. And you look at me and tell, I've lost 185,000 pounds in my lifetime going up and down. And it's been a lot of fun to do it. But I still like all good food that's cooked well. I'm gonna turn this fire on too. Got the right one. I'm so proud of me for doing that. You'd be surprised. In here I have corned beef stock. I cooked corned beef that I'm gonna put in this cabbage. The corned beef is already cooked. And this cabbage, we let it cook until I like the way I like it. I don't like cabbage that's half cooked, you know, like that the Chinese do, just stir it around a little bit. I like it like us Cajun cook the hell out of it. That's the way I like it. And it tastes better to me like that. I have more flavor in it. And I'm gonna stir this around to be sure it's got, if we have more salt, I'll put it in there. It doesn't need any right now. I smell enough salt in there. Now this is cabbage, we cube it. We cube this cabbage. And I cooked when I cooked the corned beef, what I did, I put 4 cups of white wine, good Chablis, suitable to drink as well as cook, but never cook with a wine that you won't drink. I put 5 pounds of corned beef, 4 cups of dry white wine, 2 tablespoonfuls of soy sauce, 2 teaspoonfuls of Louisiana hot sauce, or a 1/4 teaspoonful of cayenne pepper. And I have 2 heads of cabbage here, not large heads, not like one I cooked on a show in Alaska. The cabbage weighed 65 pounds. Man, I couldn't believe it, but it was one cabbage. And I got 2 large onions that we quartered that cut that into quarters. The cabbage has been cut into quarters and then put it on in bite-sized pieces. And the salt, of course, when you're cooking corned beef, you got to watch. You may not need any salt at all, and you may need some. And I'm gonna put this tasting spoon down here and see if this needs any. Because if it does, I'm gonna put it in there. I think a teaspoonful of salt wouldn't hurt at all because I got a lot of cabbage there. And I think I'd measure a teaspoon in my hand like my mother showed me how to do when I was 8 years old. Now that's a teaspoonful of salt. Let me get 2 more grains. I got it. Put that teaspoonful of salt in there to be sure I got just enough salt. Look at that. Now how do I do that? Practice. That's just practice, that's all. And you can do it, anybody can. But you just got to have confidence in yourself. Now, I'm gonna put this cabbage in there because the water's getting warm. My hands are clean, I washed them yesterday. I'll dump that in there when I get enough to where it won't splash. I love cabbage. I eat it raw, eat it cooked, and I will eat it half cooked if somebody didn't know to cook it enough. And just going into corned beef stock. that I cooked that corned beef in. And I already told you what I put in. They put that wine and take all the bitterness out of anything that you have that's bitter. Just take that out of it and it'll do it. Put that out of my way and stir this into this stuff. If I need any more water, I'll put it in here. May need a little more water, I can tell. Come here, onion. Let's put those onions in there. These are good onions, they're good sweet. I love to make onion sandwiches, you know. You ever eat an onion sandwich with mayonnaise? Good for you, too. They tell me. I was listening today about garlic on the television. Shucks, I should be the healthiest man in the world, I'll tell you the truth. I love that garlic. My father said the reason what invented twin beds was garlic. And I can believe that. Got to put a little more water in this. No two ways about that. Let me see how much of that. That's for the beans. We're going to put them in there in a few minutes. Got to cover this with water. I don't want it to go uncovered. Exactly right. Let me get one of these pot holders there in case I want to hold that old pot still while I stir. These are sure handy little deal. They'll keep you from burning yourself, and I don't like to burn myself in it. Now, I'm going to put that corned beef in there in a little bit, but not quite yet. I got to get this all down in here like it's supposed to be, stirred up. Get some of the onion on the bottom, in the middle, and leave some on the top. I love boiled onions. I really do. And boiled onion, whew. And that's healthy food. And I'm a healthy man, thank goodness. Little piece of cabbage there. Raw, I love it. All right, cabbage, let's get to cooking. Come here, corned beef. Now we slice this. It makes it easier to serve people. It ain't all easier to cook too. It cooks better when it's sliced like this. And I like for it to cook well. I feel a story coming on I'll have to tell in a few minutes. But I want to get this on first before I start messing around and lose my train of thought. I ain't got but one train on this track, you know. I guarantee that's true. Now, you know, I got to stir y'all down in there, don't you? Yeah, let's go ahead. Stir it down in there. Separate it the best you can. That looks good enough to eat right there, you know it. It's done enough. That's for true. Let's stir that a little bit down into that so it'll cook. You know, this, believe it or not, this just water just covers this. But by the time this is cooked, water will be about a ½ inch deep on the top of it. I don't know where it comes from, but it does it. Now, we're getting right. Now I want y'all to cook real nice. Because I'm going to just put that out where you can smell it. I'm going to put the lid on that. Excuse me. I got to watch that every now and then. Come here, Cabbage. Don't be trying to get away from me. You're not going to do it. Now I got you. And corned beef. Boy, man.